My name is Stefan Fulton. I work for Shopify, which is an online e-commerce platform. I also own my own business, Stay Heavy Studios, which is a media production company, and I play in a band called Vultures as the bassist. So our plan was to start in on the West Coast and play a couple of shows there, take about 5 days off so that we could start on another weekend, play shows throughout BC, Alberta, and then we had a festival lined up. It was Maz Fest in Saskatoon. That was going to be a kind of like a big point in the journey. Although, needless to say, about a month before the tour went through, Maz Fest went under and they weren't able to do it this year, which is a real shame. We were really looking forward to that, and you know, it would have been a lot of really good exposure for our band as well. Then after Maz Fest, we had a few days. We were going to make it to Ontario, play an Ontario stretch, and then drive back home. Well, first of all, it's 5 people in a confined space for 16 days. So that in of itself is a hurdle. Like we all did our best to get along, and we did our best to stay positive, even though a lot of situations we'd be, stuck in traffic for 4 hours and we've got only 2 hours to make it to our venue. Or, for instance, there was an issue early on where we were in BC still and the van wouldn't start. We couldn't figure out what was wrong, and we couldn't find anyone who was a mechanic trained with propane vehicles. And lo and behold, one of our friends from the Psychorelics, they were one of the bands that opened for us the one night. They came out and fixed our van in 10 minutes. They just needed duct tape. They happened to know what was up, so that was a huge help from them. It was a lot of luck on our part. And like the time in Winnipeg, we came through Winnipeg and our transmission blew, which is a death sentence for any band. If you're on tour and your transmission blows, that's easily like a $2,500 fix. Somehow, through the kindness of people, our GoFundMe campaign managed to pay for it all. Also, the transmission place that we went to happened to, they were nice enough to get us in that day, rebuild a 4x4 transmission for us, give us a really good deal, and that let the GoFundMe campaign pay for that. And we can't thank them enough. But those were amazingly stressful moments when we were thinking that we had to turn around and come home, that we would have to leave our equipment, that we would have to sell things and buy plane tickets and just go home with our tail between our legs. Another big hurdle was organizing, meal times, because we'd all be driving at different times, we'd all be sharing the load that way. Sometimes we'd be in a rush to get somewhere, and one of us would get hungry early, so they'd get some food, and coordinating those times and making all of our schedules match up it wasn't too difficult, but it was a hurdle nonetheless. So it was something else that we had to deal with. Obviously, the first one that comes to mind is that GoFundMe campaign. The fact that people donated, it was 26 people donated an average of $75 each, really just for our cause. It was nothing beyond goodwill that they did that, and I still can't believe that it happened at this point. The fact that we got through that was just amazing, and everyone who helped with that, I can't thank enough. Also, making it into Ontario after that ordeal was probably the best feeling that I've ever had. The first show that we played, all of us were losing our minds. We were throwing down as hard as we could, and we gave it our all. And I think that really showed through in our performances, and I'm excited to share the footage for that soon.